Hey there, everybody. It's RCK, and I'm glad to have you back today again for our Omniscience game that we have going on, of course. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I know I said it wrong in the last episode. I'm more of a sight reader. I apologize. So we have a ton of battles here as we are continuing the expansion phase of the game. And we also have a bump here, it looks like, with Satis and Man. Very unfortunate for Satis. They've had failed expansions at this point. It looks like they have a bump. Not sure who wins this. Hopefully it's not his dragon. Don't know if Satis can win that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump on in. So the first battle here looks like we have two expansion battles here from Machaka. So we'll go ahead and watch both of those. Looks like his Spider Rider expansion here. Against some spears, militia, archers, 3 commanders. This heavy infantry. They're heavy infantry with spears and not swords. I think they're what, link 3? Yes, link 3. Okay. These Spider Riders should take care of these guys fairly easily. The only person, see that they can't even attack them while their defense go. It's just defense skill 12. Rest penalty 2. So honestly, it's like about 14. Yeah, 14. Ooh, the webs are definitely catching them up. Catching a lot of them actually. Does the webs actually catch full squares at a time? Or is that just how many webs that are currently hitting that area? I think it's just, I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's look at their web here. It is AoE 1. Oh, so one web can catch the whole square of units like this right here. Get all 3 of them. How interesting. Weapon cannot do anything until it breaks free by succeeding with a strength check. Strength plus DRN versus 22. Ooh. With a strength of only 9. Yeah, it's going to be wild till those guys get out. Very interesting. I did whenever I played the Nation a long time ago, but I forget about these webs. It's quite interesting to see. Ooh, looks like they took one of the spiders out. I think they took one of the spiders out. And the commander's gone. They've routed. Let's look at the losses. No, that didn't actually do it. They might have killed one of the riders, if I'm not mistaken. Because you still keep the spider after the rider dies, and once you take it back to a castle, it will replace the rider. Quite interesting unit we have there. So let's go on to the next Machaka battle. Let's try to keep them together. We have a battle in Lost Lands. Now, this should be his main expansion force that he had started with. Here we see his archers, his prophet, and 4 spider riders doing a great job at what they do. He's lost all of his spear warriors at this point. But it looks like, the way he's expanded, the areas he's expanded to has allowed him to continue even with a battle-torn group here. The 4 spider riders, they're strong. They're strong. So, there's that. Next we have Satis. So let's go ahead and watch here. Otenshire, I don't know. Oh, against the Lion tribe here. Yeah, they're going to take a lot of fire from these arrows. Very unfortunate, these slaves here. But they do have these morale boosting units in their squad, so hopefully that does make a difference. But they're taking a lot of damage, guys. Javelins and arrows combined. They just deal so much. Was that 22 pierce damage they have? No, 20 pierce damage? Okay. Heavy losses on both sides. Looks like the lizard warrior slaves have overcame the tribe warriors. Hopefully the archers will not give them enough fire to have them rout. Okay. Okay, good. Having the last one's rout. Okay, and it looks like Satis has taken this land. Nice. Good for him. So he did lose 22 slave warriors. Kind of expensive for him. We'll watch this bump here with... Man, actually we'll watch Man's, both his battles, because Man does take this province first, and then Satis bumps into him. So we'll watch Man's battles next, and then finish off with the Man Satis bump. Looks like he's working with the sacreds that he has here, the wardens, of course. Quite interesting unit. They hit pretty hard. They have decent protection too. We'll see what they do. Okay, never mind. There's barely anything here. Must have been a failed expansion he had to turn before. I don't quite remember exactly. Yeah, he took all on his bless. Quite interesting. And that is that. Let's go ahead and watch the battle in Gentle Plains. Ooh, and it is going to be his dragon that Satis is going to be fighting. That's gonna suck. Let's see who comes out on top for this one. We of course know man's gonna win this battle. Ooh, jumps right down on the commander. And there they go. All procking a lot there. Does dragon has fear? Yes, fear 10. Quite interesting here. It's just how far the fear actually spreads around him. I think fear is just all straight. No, they're all the same as far as how much it drops morale. Let's look, because it should say how much it drops morale. Come on, come on. Hostile dimension. What does it say? Fear. Maybe. Oh, there we go. So even though it doesn't actually show it, his basic morale is 11, -1 hostile minion, +1 from home province, so that cancels each other's out. But he's sitting at 6, so honestly enough, fear will take away 5 morale from enemy units. And it's not that the 10 is, it doesn't take 10 morale away. I think the 10, it just shows how far away the distance is that the fear affects people at. So watch here as these units get closer. No, they still have morale 10. Oh, they still have it. Oh, and see, now they've lost their morale. No, they still have... How weird. How weird. They've just all... Oh, they broke because their commander is being gone anyway. I understand. So regardless of them getting fear, they broke because their commanders are gone. I want to see if that took effect, but okay. So now we have Satis versus man here in Gentle Plains. Quite a lot of fights going on here in Gentle Plains. Ooh, this actually might be a problem if the dragon does not get the fire breath off fast enough. I mean, this is going to be a lot of pierce 20 damage attacks going into him if he jumps down in the middle. So, might be seeing him take some damage here. Maybe even rack up a few afflictions. But I even think about the morale versus the awe as well. Sir, 8, yeah. Very difficult for them to actually deal damage due to the awe proccing on that. And then it seemed like the first thing gone was the commander, so they just automatically ran, lost morale. Wow, okay. Thought it could have went differently, but it didn't. So next we'll watch the single Ermor expansion here in Bright Woods. Come on. There we go. Very, very small expansion force, but yeah, it does have 2 sacreds here in the back, and this is surprisingly, I mean, crossbows, heavy infantry. I mean, he could be taken out by this. Let's see how well these knights actually do. Okay, running past. Ooh, but they have to deal with these crossbows. Oh, they're taking care of them. How's the rest of it going? Ooh, going for that sacred back there. Ooh, the commanders are split. Oh, and the commander is gone, making his troops fall apart. Oh, that was very, very close battle there. If he only had a little bit more chaff to hold off those indies, he would have been fine. And we have 2 battles here from Bizia. Oh, I missed one of the Machaca ones. We watched that. We watched that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Just a scout, just pinging. We will watch the next one here in the Old Land. So let's go ahead and see what we have here for the battle for Abizia, of course. Sorry if I took a little pause there for a second. I had to go blow my nose. So it looks like we have a mercenary party here fighting militia, light... No, this is just all light infantry. No, that's militia. Is that light infantry? Yep. Okay, militia, light infantry. I was correct on that. The way you can tell them apart is when you look at them, you see these units here. Okay, cool, spears. When you look at these units here, they actually have a javelin on their back that you notice. On top of that, they also... almost looks like their hat are more silver to me, but that's just personal. But you definitely can see the difference between the javelin on their back. Other than that, I mean, you know what the rest of these units are, of course. go ahead and play. These raiders here, they're going to do fine. I feel like composite bows, spears, high defense skill. I mean, the militia really aren't going to be able to do much, and low amount of heavy infantry. I mean, they'll be able to. Yeah, sure, it's only 3. It's going to take a little bit for them to get through, but see, they routed anyway. Militia are just getting ripped apart, or militia did get ripped apart. Light infantry seem to be staying a little bit longer, and now that one of the commanders died, none of them did die, but they were in battle, but they routed anyway. It looks like a HP rout on their part. So decent. I'm glad he was able to take something with the mercenary group. He did lose 7 of them, leaving him with 10. So we'll see if he can go anywhere else with that. So after that, we're going to did we look at this battle here? No, we did not watch this battle. I mean, we definitely we see that Satis was doing fine. This is his main, no, yeah, this was a leftover of his main expansion force after they routed and lost that first battle. But I'm glad they have shields honestly mixed in with these slave warriors. So a little bit more confident with fighting these Jaguar tribe due to them having slings and stuff. So and there we have it, just about over. Looks about the same of what I really expected would happen, of course. So not too bad. Quit the battle. He only lost 2 units, so not too bad at all. After that, we're going to look over at Arko Safali. It looks like they had a double expansion. I'm glad because I think they were kind of behind. So this is main expansion force. Like we spoke before, these units here are going to go forward, and about the same time the Indy units are going to hit these units, the chariots will actually break into the front line and disrupt them up. So quite interesting here. Oh, see, didn't quite do it at the right time, but it kind of worked out. Very, very interesting. It's these phalanx type units take the first hit as far as that goes, and then the chariots move in and trample over everything. Quite a nice combination he has there. Taking very few losses in his fights. It seemed like he did lose 1 chariot, which is unfortunate, but I mean this is already taken 2 or 3 provinces, and lost 2 phalanx groups. No, I think this is a new one because the other one had Peltast in it, I think. We'll watch the other battle here in Thing Woods. Yes, and this is his original that had the Peltast. So, same formation. And there we go. They came around the side. They start trampling through the front line as they get mixed up. The Peltast and the phalanx type units, they will start taking advantage of them being so mixed up, trampled, everything like that. So, very, very nice for him. Next, we see Ashdod's expansion. They've been really struggling here. They had some bumps. Things have been looking rough for him. And then he had a failed expansion as well. But this one should definitely be an expansion for him. This many guys, this many sacreds he's bringing into this, yeah. There's not much that can actually withstand this as far as Indy goes. Yeah, I feel like he can definitely take out these horse tribe here. Even with the amount that are here. Yeah. Here we go. They're just tearing them apart. Every hit you see horse tribe disappearing. As the other group is leaving, but these sacreds have stayed to fight because some of them are berserk. They're not going to leave anyway. So that was all the battles. We had an unexpected event. Not too bad. And this is the battle map here. We'll look at Man. Definitely has expanding very, very heavily in this direction here. Is outside of Satis's cap circle, interestingly enough, but has not finished taking his own cap circle yet, which is kind of dangerous. Surprised no one has really taken advantage of that, especially Abysia here. Quite interesting. Next we see End, and we see Abysia in End's cap circle. Quite scary for him. I think they work out a deal, and End has to pay Abysia a certain amount of slaves over the next few turns in order for End to actually take this province back, and then have like a peace type deal going on. So quite interesting there. Because I think that was End's main force. I don't think End had anything else to stop Abysia with, and Abysia had just a lot of troops there. So we'll scoot over here. Yeah, Ashdod's sitting at 4 provinces now on turn 7. Not looking good for him. Next we have Arko. Has kind of taken this border here with Ermor. Hasn't really expanded too much in the failed expansions of Ashdod. I'm surprised this didn't go through the Diplo as far as bumps and things like that went. And he's also expanding towards Galeria here too. Next, we look at Ermor. Actually, he's quite fine here. Maybe he didn't want to take this province to the heavy cav. Yes, that could definitely be a problem for him. 8 commanders. I mean, this is not going to give you any income really, so you probably could wait to take that. These two are okay. That one's actually very nice. Surprisingly enough, it must be like a gold mine or something there, but would show us if there was. It just has really high income to be a highland, or a high population to be a highland. Quite interesting. Next, we'll look at Machaka. Machaka actually looks pretty well balanced here, taking provinces on both sides. Scalaria's taking their cap circle. It looks like they're cap circle only. And it looks like people are closing in fast. And you have 1, 2, 3 people sitting outside of Scalaria's cap circle. And it almost looks like there's going to be a 4th one sitting outside Scalaria's cap circle. So yeah, things are closing in on them fast. Other than that, was there anyone that I missed? Satis. Definitely expanding in direction of Scalaria. So quite interesting here. Looks like Machaka kind of did the same, expanding towards Galeria. Interesting, yeah. But like we said before, the coalition has started. They know where Galeria is, and they're in talks of when they're ready to attack. So be ready to watch that, guys. Should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and jump into next turn, being turn 8. Let's end this turn. Continue old game. Where are you? There we go. And here, of course, we have a lot more battles here to look at. A triple expand from Abizia, expansion from one's expansion from Scalaria here. One expansion from Ermor. Not too bad. Ooh, excuse me. So sorry. Sorry, been a little snotty, a little sneezy lately. That's how I get sometimes. Shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to finish off the video pretty fine. Sorry about that. Usually I'm ready to pause whenever that happens, but oh well. So here we watch this one expansion with Ermor, of course. Line formation probably on fire closest. Oh yeah, he'll be able to take these out for sure. All this is going to be pierce damage. And he has pierce resistance. Surprised they didn't fire their javelins. If you got javelins, you might as well use them. Next here, we'll start watching the Abyssian expansions for this turn. Quite a lot of Abyssian infantry here. The human bred kind, all in a line formation, probably attack closest. Some units probably have a limp right there. And against, what is this, Wolf Tribe? Yeah, Wolf Tribe. I mean, yeah, high attack density. They're going to be dealing damage back, but the high prot, tower shields, I mean, they're going to be fine, I feel. And that is it. See if they took any losses from that, actually. They lost 3 human bred. Not too bad. Next, we have another one in another expansion out in Bungar. Ooh, and this is actually part of the mercenary group that he had, along with an expansion party from his capital. Or maybe this might be the party that bumped into the axes and stuff like that. I think it is, with all those afflictions. Into a heavy cav province. Interesting. Lots of heavy infantry coming in. The cav is not going anywhere. I wonder if that high defense skill is really bothering them. Yep. Ooh, this is a close one. See, that one could have gone either way there. That was kind of risky. He lost a lot of mercenaries, which they're routing now. I was surprised that they didn't cause a HP rout in general. But he did end up taking it. Lost 8 riders, 1 Abyssian infantry, and the commander being the chieftain, into an 8 heavy cav province. Oof. Next we'll watch the battle in Great Mountains. And a lot more human bread. Seems like he's really utilizing the human bread as far as expansion goes. Looks like they're on attack closest. And yeah, they're just chopping them down. These axes dealing 19 slash damage is pretty good. Also having defense skill 13 is very nice too. Protection 9. I thought they had more protection. Their head value is at protection 16, surprisingly. Iron cap. Cool. I'm sure that tower shield's adding some defense to them. So parry. No, it gives them -2 defense. But the parry value is really nice there, especially. Yeah, the shield parry is what's giving you so much there. So pretty cool. Looks like he's 3 for 3 on his expansions there. We'll watch Galeria next. Lots of cultists have been reanimating Solus since there's been undead bodies in the provinces that he has taken already, and the battles that have happened. Honestly enough, the Solus aren't doing too bad against the Berserkers, or not Berserkers, but against the Barbarians here. They did fairly well. And with the commanders being, the Barbarian commanders being in the front, I mean, that was good. So he's gotten another province there, of course. 2 Machaca battles here, probably the same expansion parts that we've been seeing prior to this. And yes, the full one of just Spider Knights, and then we'll see the one that has the archers. And ooh, this is a lot of heavy cav. A lot of them are getting caught, though. Wow. How interesting. Quite an interesting way to deal with heavy cav. That was actually very, very nice. So many of them got caught up. They were getting attacked. They're getting bothered. See that one right there that doesn't have a rider on it? There's another one there. But yeah, that was very, very interesting to see how that was dealt with. And that was 11 heavy cav that only dealt, well, looks like they lost a little bit more. But still, 11 heavy cav dealt with by 12 Spider Knights. Quite interesting battle. And then we have a battle in good old woods here. I guess we have a second expansion force coming from the capital. Ooh, and that AoE one with the spider webs. Wow. Especially against these low strength units here, only having strength 11. And that's going to be all she wrote for that one. Not too bad. Not too bad. Only lost 1 Spider Knight. And only being 35 gold, I mean, that's not too bad of a loss. Next here we have 2 expansions from Man. I don't know if this one is his god or not. And it is. It is the dragon. Of course, hold, fire, rear. Hold, maybe it's hold, attack, rear, then fire. Oh, maybe, oh, there he goes firing. And that's it. And then we have the other battle here in Titan's Breath Peaks. So it looks like Man is taking the, can't tell if that was south. I think this is still south of his border. Getting 2 blessings off. Ooh, heavy calf charge is always unfortunate. But these heavy hitting wardens are just going to be able to chop them away. Quite strong there, quite strong. Next, we see a single expansion party from Satius, since he's already lost so many expansion parties. He's had bumps, he's had failed expansions. Things have been going rough for him for sure. Ooh, and so many Ichthids. They're going to have a lot of nets to throw. Yeah, there was no way that those slaves were able to. I mean, yeah, they were dealing decent damage for a second there, but then they just got overwhelmed. Definitely, I feel like it was a numbers thing there for sure. 60 Ichthids, oh my goodness. Next, we have a single expansion from Ashdod. This is probably the expansion party that has all those sacreds in it from last turn. And it is. Into a heavy calf province here. Yes, the lint charge is going to hurt, but I don't think it can kill these high HP units. And there we go. Good for him. Good for him. No losses there. Very nice. We have two expansions from Arko, probably the same groups that we saw last time and last turn. They have been worth their weight in gold, I suppose, in taking provinces, it seems. But this is a very, very weak province. I doubt it was anything that was. It's probably got a very low income regardless. Battle here in Scrawl Point. Let's watch that one. Same formation, but they do have less chariots here. But there's not many troops at all, so they shouldn't have to worry. I'm sure this group by themselves could have taken them out. You didn't need the chariots. But, I mean, you can't split them anyway. I'm just saying that this is a weak province. There we go. The last three commanders are running away, and it looks like he caught every one of them, it seemed. So let's see. Losses. He lost one Peltest. He lost nothing on that one. Very, very nice. Very clean expansions for Arko there for sure. And then we have one expansion for End. I don't believe End actually expanded last turn. Virgin Deer Valley Vow. I don't remember. Looks like we have part of a mercenary group here, along with a holy or the sacred units. Let's go ahead and fast forward. See what he's up against. What is this? Deer Tribe, yeah. Wolf Tribe have the two daggers. Deer Tribe have these little spear-looking things they have going on. Even though, I mean, yeah, they do have a spear, but they just look quite different than Deer Tribe. They look quite different than Wolf Tribe. My apologies. Wolf Tribe have like the two daggers when you see on their sprite. So quite interesting there. Took them out fairly easily. Did he have any losses? No, he didn't. Very nice. Two unexpected events. They don't matter for us. So things, of course, are looking quite similar, but we do have a man here. Surprised he's not using the units in his capital at this point to expand into Bear Tribe. I mean, I feel like he can definitely fight this Bear Tribe with just the Landless Knights, honestly. But, I mean, he is fairly ahead with the Awake Expander anyway, as far as expansion goes. Satis having a failed expansion, very unfortunate for him. Very, very unfortunate. The failed expansion was over here. Looks like maybe he wanted to take this Merman Village to take the throne there. Other than that, Machaka is moving in the direction of Satis now, so you have to watch out for him. We have Scalaria taking this province here outside their cap circle finally. Let's go over here to Ermor. Really just taking his own land at this point. Very nice square he's going to form here if he moves to take over this stuff, which nobody's going to want to fight Ermor in the cave, so that's a very good spot for him to fight at. Arko, interestingly enough, has expanded this way to be in between all of the other three nations here, Ermor, Abizia, and Man. So quite interesting expansion line. Surprised he didn't go for something like this heavy cav here. He probably couldn't go through here because of the mountain pass. Quite interesting. And Ashdod, of course, trying his best to get expansion done. Hopefully, very, very nice province, even though at this point it has some death scales in it. That's not good. Oh, because he did take death too. So, but very nice province nonetheless. He needs to take that. Then we'll look over at Abizia. And they have expanded phenomenally at this point. What are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 on turn 8. Yeah, they were doing good. Yes, a little to be desired as far as taking these things over here. But I mean, they've expanded so far in this direction. It doesn't leave them too open, but it's going to leave a little bit of hostilities as far as how far they've been taking other people's lands. So we will see how that goes out, or how that plays. Some nice fire income for him, taking these 2 lava lakes here. So as a fire and water for each of these. And then fire and water here. Wow, very, very lucky on that. Very cool. What throne does he have here? The throne of the moon. Doesn't necessarily matter for him, but I mean, he will get growth plus 1. I think he took neutral growth still, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and move on. Not too much more to talk about. We've already talked about Man, of course. Spoke a little bit about End. It looks like End. I mean, he still has someone else on some of his cap circles still, so he's got to be careful. See how he plays it out. Other than that, his expansion has gone well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But remember, he did lose a very large expansion party of his, so very dangerous on that part. Maybe he will be able to bounce back. 9 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9 on turn 8. So still in competition here for a nice position. So we will see. And let's go ahead and go on to turn 9, the last turn for the episode, guys. Oh, not too much going on. I mean, there's no wars right now, so we're just trying to talk through the expansion phase of the game. And let's jump on in. We have a shitload of battles here. A lot more than the other 2 turns, of course. We're only 30 minutes in, so I'll try to wrap this up relatively quickly. So here we have Abysia bump, no, this is in attacking Abysia attacking Indies, Abysia attacking Indies, Abysia attacking Indies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 battles from Abysia here. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in on the first one. This is just an assassin. Looks like, yep, he has cleared out all the assassins and is taking the province for free. Very, very nice. Next, we have Abysia attacking or bumping with Galeria that we see here. So honestly, we don't even have to watch that Scalaria battle. Principe, some skeletons. Oh, well, we'll see how these human bread will do, of course. Honestly, I want Abysia to win. I'm nothing against the Scalaria player here. But we see the... Oh, wow. And we have the route. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen, but... So, quite interesting. Other than that, we have End attacking Abysia. Okay. I guess he assumed that there was no PD there. We have a battle here against the Indies. What's going on? Independent Army's route. So another assassination province here. We'll watch the next one here. Lots and lots of human bread. Ooh, lots of barbarians. This might go either way. Ooh, they're wrapping around. You gotta be careful. And he lost his human bread. Very unfortunate. If he would have won these last few expansion battles, he would have been definitely way ahead of everybody else as far as gold income, as far as province count. And we will watch the last one here. Lots of human bread, of course. Against the horse tribe, I think he'll be fine, honestly enough. As long as the lances don't get him, I think he'll be okay. So you like tower shields like 1 damage, nothing. Not 3 damage, 2 damage. Ooh, and the lance charges did get him. Yikes. Could also have been a very high defense skill to their low attack skill, but... So, lots of battles. Only a couple of them won. What, he win 3 of them? I don't remember. I know he took 2 through assassinations. So, wow, quite interesting there. And we have a couple battles from Man. We have 3 in total. 1 in Mushwood. The Landless Knights. I think he could have expanded last turn. I don't know. Yeah, I think they're doing quite well. Maybe instead of 2 squares, I'll put them in a line. They're the ones that don't have crossbows. Oh, well, this is MA, not LA. Another battle here in Spring Spires. Dragon. Attack rear, fire, and I wonder if the dragon has any afflictions yet. Oh, he did not attack rear. No, he does not have any afflictions yet. Ooh, and there goes a lot of units. Ooh, some people falling asleep due to this guy back here. Oh, getting tangled up too. Oh my goodness, actually, he has been taking a lot of damage. Let's rewatch that there. Hold on. Hold on. That was quite scary for him. He fast forward to about where that happened at. Jumps down right about here, fires. So what's going on? Looking at his stats, I mean 18 protection. Wonder if he falls asleep and they start hitting on him. Oh, actually the skeletons, they will never have the proc against them because they have 50 morale. He got a limp. That's not good. Still awake. Taking a fair amount of damage. Taking a lot more damage than I'd like him to. Yeah, very dangerous. A lot of these guys are asleep though. He's fine. Some of them are waking up. They're routing. And he routed. Wow, quite interesting there. Very close battle, so he has to be careful. Next, we'll watch one more battle here in Nern. I think that's how you say it, Nern. And this is the Warden group. Against some wolf tribe here. Yep. See, I told you, they have the little daggers. And they're taking... Wow, what happened? Almost looks like a commander died. Yes, the monk did die from arrow fire, it seemed. Oh, I love it when that happens. Such a pain and such a question if you should take monks or units that have zero protection when you're heavily armored troops that are getting hit by arrows. And I've had this happen plenty of times to me. And it's very unfortunate. So, next. So that was 2 failed expansions for man. That's unfortunate. Other than that, we will watch the Ermor battle. Looks like he has 2 of them. So let's go ahead and watch the first one here in Bogatin. Was this a failed expansion from somebody else? Yes, it was. This was Statis's failed expansion. Let's see how this goes. Let me take a sip of my drink here. Very poorly. Wow. Okay. Ichthids have won the day again. And we have a battle here in Triania. We'll watch this. A little bit better force here. Has a few sacreds. Very nice. Ooh, they're running this heavy cav though. They better hurry. Oh, the heavy cav only stopped 2, or his knights only stopped 2. Hit the rest of the units. Oh, but the commanders are gone. The Indy units should be routing very soon. Yep. And here we go. Maybe there's a knight commander that was up here. So, lost the ghouls, lost some of the ghouls, lost some of this. 7 in total, but he took heavy cav, so I would take that trade. Next, we'll look at Machaca battle here in the Sinks. Tired, it's been a long day. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Ooh, against all of these undead here. Lots of web action going on. What's their strength at? 12. So better than some of those humans that we had strength 11. Definitely stopping a whole lot of units here. And that's about it. Spider Knights are surprising me every battle, honestly. A bump here with Satis, and we won't watch the other Satis battle for this province because we know, of course, he won. Ooh, lots of units here. Quite interesting. Lots of, it looks like 2 expansion parties here have met up. We actually will look to see what his losses were. Ooh, they seem to be overwhelming the Spider Knights. Not good for Machaka here. Ooh, and he's routing. There we go. There's just too many units to deal with for Machaka. Um, it's one of those special provinces. You see them every now and then in the game. It's like has a knight and a mage, or has a giant and a mage. I've seen them before. Let's see if he casts anything special. Has a few water gems here. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the militia and light infantry, it's a joke. Now, if he was casting maybe water elementals, full size water elementals, that would have been a different story. So, let's go ahead and see what else was going on in the world. We have another battle from Machaka here, and that will finish up Machaka. Or no, and I have another battle from Satis here. We do not have any more battles from Machaka. So Machaka is finished up, and we will finish up Satis by watching this battle here. Oh, it looks like he's brought elite warriors instead of slave warriors now. Quite interesting. Wonder why he switched there. And they have ripped the barbarians apart. Let's see, 3 losses. Not bad, not bad at all. Oh, so we've already seen this Satis battle here. Satis, of course, I guess thought there was nothing in there. No PD. Then we'll watch a in battle here, or yeah, an in battle where he thought there was no PD. So watch another in battle here. His other expansion party. It's probably a fairly large one. Yeah, the mercenary one. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see here. Ooh, lots of heavy, or lots of horse tribes. Kind of scary. Maybe his sacreds. Oh, his sacreds. They're clearing them out, but we'll see. There's a lot to go. Some are rounding good. Oh, very nice. That was risky there. I was wondering what way that was going to go. He lost a lot of HP by losing those mercenaries. So, yes, he losing those 12 mercenaries. That was probably around half of his HP. Next, we have another Scalaria battle here. And that will finish up his line. Ooh, lots of troops here. Looks like 2 expansion groups there, because that was one we saw last turn. This is a different one. Lots of Principes. Interesting that he's been buying Principes. I prefer to buy Velite. But to each their own. And he's taking care of the horse tribe fairly easily. Tower shields, Solus with shields, they're doing fine. We don't even have to watch the rest of this battle here. This is taking out 50 horse tribe. Next, of course, we will have on our list of nations to do will be Arko Safali. We've already watched the Man battle. We've already watched the Abizia battles. We finished the other Scalaria battles. And these Arko battles are the last battles that we have for our turn this episode, guys. So let's go ahead and jump on into Golan Finns, Arko versus Indies. And also, I've been loving this formation he has here. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, I've explained why I enjoy it. I'm not going to go through it again. It's kind of repetitive at this point, but interesting that the chariots actually went in front of these units this time and then hit the indie units first. Maybe due to the fact that these units stopped instead of kept going, they stopped to fire. I think that's actually what happened there. And then we have our last battle here with Arko Safali. And I did see the Ashdod one at the bottom here. We'll get to that. And he's bringing Sacreds out. Heart Champions now. Interesting. We get to see what his bless is. If that's no, we won't see what his bless is. Never mind. Everyone's wanting to kill Ichthys these days, I suppose. Ooh. Chariots are routing, but his Sacreds are doing a great job. Yeah, Sacreds did very, very nicely. And they're routing him out. Good. Lost 1 Heart Champion, lost 1 Chariot. Okay. And And finally, we will watch Ashdod's battle here at the bottom in Peace Haven. So let's go ahead and watch that. And this is the same one he's expanding with for the last 2 turns. Into the Hobards here. This is a very, very nice province. If you remember, I think it was worth like 200 gold, even with bad scales. So, I mean, every hit, I think one of these guys are disappearing. Every hit that they have. Wow, and there we go. Very nice province for him. Let's go look. And yes, 150 gold. That's due to the 7 arrest. But last time we looked at it and it had nothing in there. It was actually down to... It was up to 205, I think. So, nice. Great iron mine. So, as far as the expansion goes, I mean, we still have a few more turns. Those expansions technically over. I count a whole first year as expansion. I mean, these nations are pretty much already filled out. You're seeing what you're going to be seeing as far as how they formed. I'm just going to go past every one right here right quick, just so you can get a look at them. Go ahead, put your bets in for how you think the rest of the game is going to be going for everybody. Scalaria has been breaking out pretty good. Thought they were going to struggle there with expansion due to how fast everyone expanded to them, but they've been grabbing me a few extras here and there. Machaka has definitely cleared out a lot of land for himself here. This is still up for grabs for him. Thrones are in really good position. He could take this stuff with these Spider Knights here. He can possibly take this stuff here, depending, because Satis might take that, but he's probably going to go this way. Somewhere along those lines. I don't know. He might take that. Well, yeah, with those 60, I think he'd probably take that heavy cap province. But, still a lot of land that they can take. We've already looked at Satis, I believe. Ermor. Too bad that we've seen 2 expansion parties die to that by different nations. Arko here. And honestly, they've been having a decent expansion, even though they were slow to get out the gate there, but things are going fine. Ashdod is probably in the farthest behind. They're the farthest behind due to the things that have happened to them. So quite interesting, guys. Don't really have too much to talk about Diplo-wise. I have just a few things, like I said. Abizia sent me a message. I guess he thought I was playing Scalaria. And he asked me for like a nap. He had no intentions of fighting me, even though other people were definitely wanting to fight him. Or wanting to fight Scalaria, of course, because he already knew about the coalition. I don't know if he mentioned it to me or not. I don't exactly remember, but he did think I was Galeria, and I was like, bro, I'm Omniscience, okay, I see everything. He's like, oh, my bad. And, so quite interesting there. We get to know a little bit of Diplo going on. Other than that, not too much Diplo for this point. Ooh, so sorry. Trying to turn my head for this point here. I'll see if I can cut that out. Maybe I can. So things have been going good, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and always come back and watch the next episode. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hopefully enough, I will have my sinuses thing figured out by then. Bye.